Hello, welcome to Marathon Swim Stories, where we connect with curious and courageous individuals from all walks of life to explore our relationship with water, what holds people back, and why others keep going, where we investigate the connection that we have with each other, those who support us, and the water that is 70% of our planet. If you've ever stood at the edge of a body of water and wondered, you're in good company. I'm Shannon Keegan, mom, wife, marathon swimmer, swim efficiency coach, and founder of Intrepid Water, where I teach swim freedom, virtually, locally, and abroad. The freedom to get started, break out of your comfort zone, or shatter your preconceived notions of what's possible. Find out more at intrepidwater.com. Hello, listeners. It's that time of year here in the Northern Hemisphere where the open water is starting to warm up, and I'm getting excited to go get out in the lake. I don't have any particular aversion to the pool. I quite enjoy it as a laboratory to work on all kinds of elements of my stroke, from technique to tempo, but there's nothing quite like being able to just go and go and go in the open water. And while that's probably still a month or so away, it's definitely something on the horizon, and I can't wait. Speaking of warmer waters, what if you wanted to swim between land masses, but you weren't sure that you were ready for the brisk waters of, say, Catalina or the English Channel? In today's episode, I sit down with Orlando, one of the founders of the Mayan Channel Swim. We talk about the origins of the swim and what you can expect if you want to take on the inviting 27-kilometer stretch of the Caribbean Sea between Isla Cozumel and the Riviera Maya, known as the Mexican English Channel. I hope you enjoy today's episode. I'm here today with Orlando. You didn't coach me how to say your last name, but we'll just call you Orlando.
My last name is Mejia.
And Orlando is going to tell us the story of the Mayan Channel Swim and how it came to be. Tell us.
Thank you, Shannon. Well, Mayan Channel Swim actually was born as an idea and a project in Sardinia, Italy. Well, my coach and I were waiting for the ideal day to cross the Strait of Bonifacio from Corsica to Sardinia back in July 2023. During that time, we began working on the brand's conceptualization, service proposal, design, also the business model and differentiators that would set us apart in the open water industry in Mexico. So that was the moment when the idea of Mayan Channel Swim started.
Awesome. So maybe you could just take us while you're waiting for the swim. Tell us a little bit of what that swim was like for you there in Italy.
Yes, exactly. That crossing was very, very special for me because that was my first international swimming open water crossing as a solo swimmer. Okay, I'm a solo swimmer. And it was very special for me because of I have a special bond with France. And also I had many things that I was carrying as a human being on my shoulders that at the end of the day, I could let go things in the sea. So it was beautiful, that trip. Also, I spent 1 month in Sardinia after the crossing. So that was very, very magical. Just not only the crossing itself, but also the trip as a whole. And that crossing was a really tough one. A lot of waves, very windy. And in the beginning, I was struggling with many currents. And also it was quite uncomfortable because I had to breathe on my left side, but the sun was rising and it was really difficult to see the boat.
Oh my gosh, that's the worst.
Yeah, it was terrible. But I can divide the crossing in 3 phases. The first one, the initial phase was this sea movement, struggling with that circumstances. The second phase was the moment when I could connect myself with the sea, when I could really, really forget about the past, forget about the present, forget about the future. It was a past, present, and future in the same time and moment. So many things were going on in my mind. Just remember my childhood, an accident I had with my father. So that time I was letting things like forgiving life for what happened with my dad and I, and also forgive myself, forgive every human being that could have hurted me in life. So it was a time of forgiveness, okay, redemption, and it was magical. Just watching, the sea, I felt like I had a special connection with my unconscious mind, and also with the unconscious of the planet, of the nature, and also with the universe. So that was very, very, very special. I cried several times. I screamed to the bottom of the sea. And also, well, all of a sudden, I saw two sharks. They were far behind me. Before my crossing, I really made some sort of a pray. It's like I asked permission to the universe, to marine fauna, and also the entire sea. I told them that, hey, listen, I'm going to cross. I'm in peace here. I'm coming from very far away, just to forgive myself, to find redemption. I'm in harmony, and I'm very respectful for you. So let me cross. I'm not going to do any harm. So I guess at that time when I saw the two sharks, I felt like my prey was hurt, you know, and they went away, they swam away. So, but it was very beautiful. Of course, I was very scared at that time when I saw them. Nothing happened, fortunately. And at the end, the third phase was 800 meters away from the shore. I was about to finish the crossing. I came across with countercurrent, a strong countercurrent that really stopped me like this. Okay. And I was very, very tired. My shoulders were really, really knocked out. Also my legs. I had no energy at all. No more. So I got scared because for me it was like okay, I've been swimming for many hours and I've swum 16K and I'm just about to finish, the crossing, and it's not possible that I'm going to fail at this point of crossing, just 800 meters left. And it was really, really frustrating at that time, at that moment. But then I had to concentrate, and say, okay, just relaxed, okay, everything is okay. Just watch if you're moving forward, okay? Just the first step. Then, of course, yes, I was just moving just very, very, very slowly, okay? So I managed to swim the 800 meters left, but it took me 1 hour. So that was the lesson. I think every crossing has a lesson for you as a swimmer. Every crossing is a different experience, a different lesson. So for me, that crossing gave me the lesson that, okay, don't take everything for granted. We say here in Mexico, don't sing victory because you haven't finished yet.
Yeah, exactly. So you touch that ground and walk up the shore. You're not there yet.
So it was very beautiful when I reached the goal, when I finished the crossing. Many Italians were really shocked and amazed about where did he start? From Corsica, and they were wow. They were very amazed, very surprised. They were cheering, of course, and it was a really, really beautiful moment for me. So at that time, I spent 1 week with my coach, which is my partner in Mayan Channel Swim. We spent a week in Sardinia. That was the moment when Mayan Channel Swim was born as an idea and as an organization. So basically, yeah, we analyzed the Mexican open water market. The format that it's normally used here in Mexico is the massive. So we started with analysis, yeah, of the deficiencies in safety protocols and the lack of sports and business ethics among many organizers. So also driven by our love for the sport, we decided to launch a project that faithfully reflected its essence, okay? Diligently addressed its inherent risks and promoted a culture of safety and awareness. So this is very important because there's a lack of safety protocols here in Mexico. So that's what we would like to do here with Mayan Channel Swim, okay? To implement a culture of, hey, listen, there's a risk here, okay? So you have to take into account all that, okay? And also, we offer a personalized and human-centered service. So we foster close relationships between the organization and the swimmers. So that means that we want to build an organization, a human organization, so that can create a bond with its swimmers, basically. So we started the idea back in Mexico when we came back, and we had the opening of Mayan Channel Swim last year in April in 2024. So that was our first event that we organized, the Cozumel Channel. And we invited three legendary international swimmers as brand ambassadors, which are Mariel Holly. She's a double Guinness World Record holder and Ocean Seven swimmer. Okay. Jaime Lomelin, he's Mexican, and he's a Guinness World Record holder as well. And he has the best time, I guess, from Latin America, the best time in the Triple Crown under 10 hours. And he's got the double Manhattan
circumnavigation,
and member of the International Open Water Swimming Hall of Fame. And the third one is Claudio Plitz from Argentina. He's a four-time world champion and member of the International Open Water Swimming Hall of Fame. He's specialized in cold waters. He's very known in South America, basically.
Yeah, so they kicked it off with, if I remember correctly, there's several different distances people could choose, right?
Yes, well, we've got two formats. It's the simple crossing, which is 27K, and the double crossing, which is 54K. Of course, that depends on the currents. Be less, could be more.
Yeah, so do swimmers need to be this world-class caliber like these Hall of Famers that you had come out for the opening?
That's a good point. We would like to upgrade and increase the level here in Mexico for Mexican swimmers. And of course, we want to internationalize the venue, but our main goal is to level up, to upgrade the level here with the Mexican open water swimmers.
Tell me more about what that means to you when you say level up.
It's like, well, first of all, swimmers here, or at least here in Mexico, the vast majority of Mexican swimmers, they are used to massive events. For the majority of swimmers, they can understand the idea that you can cross and you can swim alone or in a tandem mode or in relays. So Mayan Channel Swim is the first organization here in Mexico that offers these private and exclusive crossings and implements the safety protocols as recommendations of WOSA and the MFS. So we offer like as modalities, as solo, duo, triple, multiple crossing as tandem, and also individual relays, maximum 4 swimmers, and also pair relays, maximum 3 couples. So it's the first organization here in Mexico that brings this concept, this international concept here in Mexico. So it's new for the Mexican market. It's not new for international swimmers, of course, but here in Mexico, yeah.
Well, and it's, and I guess to me, one of the most beautiful things about swimming is there's water everywhere. And so to have a place that we can go swim in Mexico that will be looking out for our safety and, that you can do these solo swims, I think with a tandem, with a partner, however you choose to do it, I think is fantastic. So tell us a little bit more what the features of the channel and what you can expect and things like that.
Well, the channel is a very difficult venue. And technically, and in the oceanographic area as a specification, all the technical information is on a website, but in general terms, it is a channel with strong currents and underwater counter currents. So the venue has intense winds and pronounced waves. So it has earned the nickname of the Mexican English Channel because, yeah, you can see the pictures and it seems like you are in the English Channel. It's very, very wavy. The current goes from south to north. It's the current that goes to the Yucatan Channel and ends up in Florida. So it's a very, very, very strong channel. So we have communication during the entire crossing with the authorities, of course. So basically, that's information of the channel. The starting point is from the south of the island of Cozumel. There's no an arrival point exactly because it all depends of the currents, okay? But normally the arrival point is 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers from Playa del Carmen. Basically, it's Riviera Maya. All depends on the current, basically.
So is there a certain speed that someone needs to be considering this, considering the currents and things? I'm training for a 50-mile swim this year, but this isn't just about distance. Every stroke teaches me something new about moving efficiently through the water, trust, and resilience. I want to share these lessons with you. Want to explore them together? Join me at the water's edge, my virtual community where everything changes. Hesitation meets courage, comfort meets challenge, potential becomes movement, and individual meets community. Tap the join link in the show notes.
Yes, well, the minimum speed in order to achieve the crossing, it's 2 kilometers, 800 meters per hour. So that's the minimum that we demand for swimmers. Normally, 3 is okay, 3K. And optimal is 3.4, 3.5 kilometers per hour. As organization, we request that the swimmer has previous crossings like a 20K or 23. So it's more likely for them to achieve the challenge for a 27 or 30K, if it's the case. The organization's philosophy is like, okay, at Mayan Channel Swim, we focus not only on the athletes' sports and physical performance, but also on their mental and personal development. Okay, that's very, very important. As I said before, we are a human organization. Our commitment is to contribute to the formation of better human beings, better children, better parents, better partners, better employees, bosses, better entrepreneurs, and of course, better leaders. We believe in the human transformation through a challenge such as the Mayan Channel Swim. To achieve this, we take the time to understand each swimmer, their motivations and circumstances, the reason why they want to cross such a channel like the Cozumel Channel. And we offer also optional neuro-linguistic programming sessions to connect with the unconscious mind of the athlete in order to facilitate personal transformation through this sporting challenge. So every swimmer is a single story, it's a different story, it's a unique story here for us. So we also, one of our philosophies in Mayan Channel Swim is that we don't believe in time records. For us, the fastest swimmer can have the worst timing crossing the channel, but it was due to the current or the mood of the weather and the sea at that time. And the slowest swimmer can have the fastest or the best time or ranking just because he got favored by the sea, by the currents. Okay, so for us, that's really relative, really mischievous. What we believe in is in the effort, the human effort, despite the facts, despite the weather circumstances, despite the currents, despite every single circumstance against the swimmer, and he managed to finish the crossing. For us, that's a big story to stand out. For us, those are the lessons, those are the stories that we would like to witness as an organization.
Because of the level of support that you're offering and the relationships you're building with these swimmers, is there a cap on the number of swimmers that you can help each year kind of make this crossing? Like there's a limited number of spots available for these crossings each year?
Well, the season starts, we have just 2 months for the season each year, okay, which are March and April. So for every month, we open 15 slots. So that would be 30 slots per season, at the most 40, 45, if we encounter a huge demand, which eventually we hope so. But yeah, we have only just 32 to 40, 45 slots available per season.
What's the temps like? I mean, you called it the Mayan, English channel, but obviously it's not English channel temps.
The temperature. Yeah. Yeah. Well, normally it is 27, 26 Celsius. I don't know, in Fahrenheit.
78, 80, like that, something like that.
Yeah, it's a warm. So we don't recommend wetsuits. Otherwise, you would end up roasted.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No way. What about, it's a lot of work to put all this together. Like, why do you want people to come to the Mayan channel?
Well, first of all, as I said before, we would like, for the Mexican swimmers, we would like to increase their level. For international swimmers, we would like to show to the entire world the waters that Mexico has and the opportunity of new venues that Mexico has for the open water industry internationally. So, of course, Riviera Maya is a very touristic spot internationally. And we really believe that for international swimmers, they can have a really, really great experience here in Riviera Maya, but also with us, with Mayan Channel Swim. We really, really take care of our swimmers. Safety is non-negotiable for us. We invite the swimmers abroad to really give themselves the chance to experience new venues, unknown venues, and new ones, okay, such as the Cozumel Channel. I'm very positive that it is a very interesting challenge, a very, 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 very new and interesting challenge for international swimmers.
Yeah. So I want to go next year. What can I expect when I sign up?
Well, you can expect a really big challenge for you, but I'm sure that you will do it great. I'm very positive of that.
How do people contact you guys to sign up?
Well, we have our website, which is www.mayanchannelswim.com. Our social media, Instagram, Mayan Channel Swim, TikTok, Mayan Channel Swim, and Facebook, Mayan Channel Swim. It's very, very, very easy. And also, we have a surprise for you, for your audience, for Intrepid Water audience and readers. If anyone from your audience, from you guys, you are interested in the challenge for 2026, 2027, we are offering you a discount, an attractive discount, just for coming from Intrepid Water and from Shannon, of course. You just have to tell us, I knew about Mayan Channel Swim, thanks of Intrepid Water or Shannon. So that's all you have to say, and we are offering that discount.
That's generous. Thank you very much, Orlando.
And you're most welcome, Shannon, with us. I hope that you really have the time and the will to come with us and experience this crossing. I'm sure that you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, I look forward to talking to you more about that. Is there anything else that you wanted to tell us about the Mayan Channel Swim?
No, about costs. Well, we beg you to register online on our website, and a member of our organization will contact you to talk about the cost, to the payment planning. We have interest-free monthly payments as well. So everything about any questions you have, the slot that you want to set aside for next year or 2027, all those little details, we can talk about that in a phone call. So yeah, we inform about the costs. You can reach out with us at the website, register online, and we'll contact you as soon as possible.
Thank you so much, Orlando. I'm really excited to come see the Mayan channel.
Thank you very much for the opportunity and for your space.
hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you were inspired by even just a moment of this story, please share it with a friend. You never know what might push someone out of their comfort zone so that they can find out what they're capable of. And please leave a review with your podcast provider. It truly helps others discover the raw and honest stories of these amazing endurance swimmers. Thanks for listening.